Hi everybody, here's a quick 1-2 on Judaism. So Judaism, as many rabbis would define it, is the vehicle through which God reveals God's self to the world. Judaism is the vehicle through which God reveals God's self or God's will to the world. Okay? So basically we have one God, so Judaism is monotheistic. We have one God who creates a world of which human beings are a part. And guess what? Human beings mess up that world, okay? They make the world really, really suck. And that's because they, surprise, misused their freedom and they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And now, we're all living east of Eden, as the great John Steinbeck novel was titled, East of Eden. So now that we're living east of Eden, what does Judaism say? Well, it says that, God's working to bring us all, back so that we can have a good relationship with God, okay? Right now we're out of tune with God and God's will, and we have to get back in tune with God and God's will. So what does God do? Well, God does two things. Number one, God reveals the Torah. That is the 613 commandments that God gave to Moses on Mount Sinai. Traditional Judaism says 10 of those commandments are very famous, right? In addition to giving the Torah, God also sends, or will send, the Messiah. And Messiah is just a word that means anointed one. And what that means is that the Messiah is going to do something very special for God. And, basically God is going to send the Messiah, and the Messiah is going to make things better for the Jews, and by extension, the entire world. So there's going to be world peace, basically, right? So the prophet Isaiah says that the lion's going to lie down with the lamb. We're going to beat our spears into pruning hooks. There'll be no more war, and so on. So that's how we get back in tune with God, is we have to follow the Torah, and we have to really listen to the Messiah, because he'll be a great teacher of the Torah. And, people aren't going to be tweeting about the Kardashians all day in plain English, right? They'll close down the Twitter account, delete their Facebook pages, and be studying the Torah and practicing justice and, mercy and, seeking to do what is right, okay? So, in other words, the Messiah is going to make the world into the Garden of Eden again, in plain English, all right? And then after the Messiah comes and makes things better for the Jews and for the world, there'll be a judgment day, and everybody will go to their reward or punishment, okay? All right, so that's just a brief 1-2 on Judaism. Check out the below videos and check out my notes over in the Cyber Cafe, and have fun exploring Judaism this week in preparation for our next world religion, Christianity. We'll talk soon.